believe the issues are fixed, but in case they're not, I'm going to go and see if this stream is working correctly on my phone. And
It is fixed, says the Reuben.
It is fixed.
Now,
okay.
Let's see if I can hear myself. I can hear myself. Excellent. I am now choosing not to hear myself.
OBS
but
is the fucking worst. I'm so sorry, everybody. But we managed to get this to work correctly again. Cool. Let's go and play some chill tunes again.
During the off-stream setup time, we figured out what Paolo's persona was, and we're not going to tell any of you because you weren't there.
Yeah, no, that's...
You see, you've made a crucial error here. You've asked me what I identify with. But in fact, my persona is not a persona, for I am a scaly, sir.
Oh, that still totally counts.
I've tricked you again.
Are you saying reptiles aren't animals?
Additional ruses layered.
Move on. We're cutting this bit out for YouTube too.
No, this part's in because the intro works at this time.
Yeah.
It's too bad now. It's too late. Welcome.
Hang on. No, I'm not scared.
Okay. We can do it from the top. The video feed for Paolo and Will are switched. They are switched. Let me hold on.
I love watching drag across the screen.
You can't prove anything. No court will convict.
Reuben with the third eye detective work here to figure out that Will is not Paolo and Paolo is not Will.
All right. Third time lucky. Hold the fuck on, everybody. Hi everybody, welcome to the Neon Caster. I am your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades, and welcome to Cast the Dice, our tabletop RPG segment, and the latter half of my birthday stream. Shenanigans have been happening technical difficulties wise, but we will not be going into them because this stream is perfect and nothing go wrong. Nothing go wrong. With me today, I have two delightful guests. I have Paolo.
Hi.
Hi. And I also have Will with me. Hello.
Howdy. We're here to get rowdy.
Yes, you've returned from our little brief stream of Transistor to go and roll some dice instead. Thank you, Reuben. It is indeed. I tend to not really do much in terms of celebrating my birthday, so I figured the best way to do it is to sit alone in my room and drink heavily, and then cast that on the internet. I live a very, very charmed life. But yes, tabletop time. This tabletop time, last time on Cast the Dice, we played Mystic Lilies, in which both Will and Paolo took part in.
Yes, I was a bastard man.
Yes, you were a bastard man. A whole new side of you. I never knew you were capable of being a bastard man.
Oh, you knew. you knew.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dug up the bastard deep inside.
But that game was written by Will Yule, and this game is written by me. Strangely. I don't do that. I'm not to the left of you.
Are you not?
No, the order on stream is very different. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, it split me. So I was right the first time.
Yeah, there you go.
Hang on, I need to see this now with the delay.
There we go.
Yes,
hey, we did it. Coordinating teamwork, lads. So this is like the first tabletop thing that I wrote. I was interviewing somebody. I was interviewing another tabletop streamer, Ozcore, and he was talking about his passion project would be a really elaborate JRPG that's also a dating sim where you date a spy and your outfit is like really stat based and involved. And I was like, I can turn it into a one-page RPG. That sounds like a fun fucking time. And then I did, and it was good. So the premise of Agents of HUE, I guess I tend to pitch it as Totally Spies meets Austin Powers, and then you flirt to do teamwork, I think is the kind of three big checkboxes about how this game works.
100 emoji.
And part of it I enjoy is the fact that character generation is really short because I hate games that you have to spend hours building your characters. It's too much. I need time to think. Let's build characters real quick. So we're going to build your characters live on stream. It's that easy. It happens in a number of very, very swift questions. So I am going to go and read directly from the document that I will later link in the Twitch doobly-doo, so if people want to go and play it themselves, they can obtain. But yes, character creation. You are a secret agent who works for HUE, which stands for Hunky Undercover Elites. You have an incredibly cool and vaguely porn star real name, but on the job you go by a single color as your agent name. So, Paolo, maybe it's easier to start with your agent name. What agent name are you going for?
Right. I kind of want Moneypenny in there. I feel like I read the rules today and I came up with shouldn't have done. Now that we're doing this, but I don't know. I don't know what their first name should be.
Okay.
Maybe if it's gonna be porn starry, then Dirk, like Dirk Moneypenny. I don't know.
Dirk Moneypenny. I'm into that. We'll add that to the character sheet.
No, Honey Moneypenny.
That's gonna be too long. I'm gonna have to change the font size. Give me a sec while I drop the font size by a little bit to like 45. Yeah, there we go. Did that work? Yeah, that just about does
nice.
it. Just about does it. I'm gonna make that a little bit smaller. We're professionals. Okay, but when you're
this is punk now.
Mm-hmm. When you're on the job, what color name do you go by?
Ooh, I think Fuchsia.
Fuchsia, yes.
Oh, Fuchsia. Okay.
No, Fuchsia. I want it to be mispronounced.
Agent Fuchsia. And the font sizes are going to.
Agent. I was like, Fuchsia, interesting. I haven't heard of this color.
There's an old TV. Well, there's a TV show in the UK called Shameless, which I'm sure they remade.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a deeply closeted character in it, and he buys a pink limousine. And everyone says, "Why have you bought a pink limousine?" And he goes, "It's not pink, it's Fuchsia." That was very funny.
But yes, Agent Fuchsia. I think probably everybody else is going to call you Agent Fuchsia, but we'll see how that pans out.
That's hilarious.
Okay, Will, what is your character name and your agent name?
Ooh, let's see. I think the agent name is Agent Inc. and the real name, let's see. I'm thinking that they are a sexy elite typist, and I'm trying to think of what would be a good porny pun name on that. I mean, Helvetica Black is the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thank you. I think I just plagiarized someone's roller derby name, but that's okay.
Roller derby names are a pretty good pool of inspiration to take from for character names, to be honest with you. So that works for
Bit
me.
of a Venn diagram going on between roller derby names and porn names as well, so you're fine.
Okay, Agent Inc. So now that we've got established who we are, everybody has a unique spy skill. Any verb phrase works. So stuff like hacking, or jumping, or cartwheeling, or smooching, that kind of thing. So what is your secret spy skill?
That's a thinker.
Oh man. So I have a simple suggestion and a... I was about to ask the dumb question, are we allowed to swear on this stream?
I don't fucking know, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or a bullshit idea, which is editing as a spy skill.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, cool, we're gonna do that.
You could horribly exploit that, or it might be useless. We'll find a way.
Yeah, like this is some real like not net battlers element. What do you want to do with that though?
Mm-hmm. Where exactly is this going? I'm excited to find out. But where
you
is
and me
it going?
both.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Paolo, what is your secret spy skill?
Oh god. I think God, I'm not sure. I don't know what to say now. I spent all day thinking about this character. Secret spy skill. I think something stupid, probably.
Fair enough.
Dumbing.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Clerical work.
That is not an ing phrase, my man.
Not an ing phrase. Okay. Filing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Organizing.
Organizing.
round it out
Filing.
with
I am happy to go with either of those. What your pick?
I'm gonna say organizing then, because that's broader.
I like the idea that you guys are both secretaries for the Agents of HUE, and just somehow you've been dragged onto this mission, and you're like, how? Why us? Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. I enjoy that energy. Okay. So, you have an aspect of your physique or your personality that is your pride. Do you have wonderful hair? Do you have a laser focus? Do you speak multiple languages? Do you have a great ass? What is your pride? Anybody can go first. Anybody.
This is tough because I came in thinking I was going to do pride teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm going with Agent Inc., the typist, editor, writer, wordsmith. No, not that one.
Wordsmith.
Oh, Pixie's now hosting us. That's real nice of her.
Aw.
Yay.
Very nice.
Cheers.
Let's see. I'm tempted to go with fingers, but that feels a little dull. So I may stick with teeth and see how.
See where that fucking goes.
Yeah, see how I can meld editing and teeth into one horrible concoction.
An important question: is teeth written normally, or is it teeth in all caps? And also, I'm typing that into Paolo's and not yours.
It is all lowercase with a space in between each letter.
Okay.
Thank you
Good.
for asking this clarifying question.
It's an important question.
It looks very appropriate on stream.
Okay, Paolo, what is your pride?
My pride. I think. I think my pride is it's got to be simple, hasn't it? I came up with far too complicated a character.
Your high concept.
I really did go high concept with this. There's a backstory.
Oh shit! All right. You're the kind of person that writes like 2 pages of A4 for your D&D character, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I give you the pitch real quick, or is it
fine?
counterproductive?
Go for it. I'm ears open.
So, the last James Bond film that I watched, I came away like very annoyed at because it's the film where Moneypenny's in it, and she spends the entire film almost completely like subservient to James Bond. There's like a bit where she shaves him, which is weird.
Oh god, I remember that.
She like shoots him in the start of the film, and at the end of the film she's like, "Nah, I'm not good at being a secret agent. I'm going to be a desk jockey." And then it's like, "Oh, it's Moneypenny." The idea for this guy is that it's Moneypenny's son.
Okay. Sonny Penny.
Change his name to Sonny Honeypenny.
I think the
He's
character
very funny.
count.
It's fine. It's
The
in
character
our
count will
okay.
destroy it if I do that. But
God,
yeah.
wait, what if his pride is his humor and he's known as Funny Sonny Honey Money Punny?
Jesus.
I couldn't even get out the last penny.
It's too far. But I think like I want him to be like constantly accused of nepotism being in this job. I'd kind of like his pride to be the fact that he's not related to Bond. I don't know.
Pride, individuality.
Individuality. I can work with. I can work
individuality. I like that. Sorry, I like that because like everyone would be like this person, the child of Moneypenny, be like, well, your dad's James Bond, and you'd be like, well, you can't prove that. That's not true.
I like that James Bond exists in the universe that we're creating. Also, you're still a secretary.
Is James Bond not real? I thought it was a documentary series.
Who's to know? It's like Sherlock. He's real.
Yeah, Santa. It's like Santa, but he delivers pain.
Okay, on the flip side of your pride.
And misogyny.
Just beating up mentally ill people and putting them in jail. Batman's great. Favorite guy. James Bond. Urban Friend then said James Bond is not real, but the guy was mostly based on was and he was fucked. Okay, so it's
No, this is important. He didn't say he was fucked. He says, and he fucked.
Oh, okay. Well. that is a very
I'd like to
different
say,
sentiment.
are the
Good
two
point.
so different?
Very different. Okay, right, yes. Insecurity, the flip side of your pride. So this is something about your physique or your personality that you want to keep hidden away.
No, I'm not going to make it calloused fingers. That would be so self-destructive. Getting a lot of weird
finger shame
ideas.
on stream.
What did you say?
Don't finger shame on stream.
Somebody who previously, who I playtested this game with, they said that their spy skill is gossiping, and then forgetting that they said that insecurity was their bad breath, and I don't know, they played themselves. Congratulations, you played yourself. But yes,
I hope they didn't play as themselves.
No,
but
no.
I'm tempted to say, oh man, no, their laugh feels. Yeah, how does their laugh sound?
Okay, yeah, we can definitely work with that. That might be
Okay.
diegetic to a degree. We'll see how mean I'm being.
Oh no, I've already lost.
So you've got good teeth but a bad laugh.
Okay, wait. I think I'm gonna flip that around. Actually, they think they're an extremely ugly crier.
Oh. Uggy crying, not quite. There we go. Typing. Okay. Agent Fuchsia. Fuchsia.
Is Mummy's boy too weird?
What's the best way to kind of
How would
essentialize
someone
that?
exploit Honey Money Penny being a mummy's boy?
Clingy.
That's fair.
Clingy.
Could get him upset about it. Could just be like, oh, your mummy's boy. Nah, it's not good, really, is it? It can be physical.
Yeah, possibly. No. It can be a personality thing. So is it kind of like they are hyper clingy? Is that a bit of their?
Okay. How about 2 words? Little bitch.
Sure. Okay.
To be fair, I can definitely see ways to exploit someone being a little bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what competitive video games are all about.
Okay, so we've built our characters. There's just one last thing to do. You have 2 stats: fierce and fabulous. Because who needs like a big list of skills and stats and modifiers and all that shit? So these being fierce means acting with strength, with speed, and with directness. And being fabulous means you're acting with charm, complexity, or flair. You have 5 points, and you can split that between your fierce and your fabulous.
Okay. Fuchsia, do you think Fuchsia would be more fierce or more fabulous? I'm kind of thinking Ink would probably be a lot more fierce than fabulous.
Okay.
I feel like a little bitch isn't going to be very fierce.
That's
So-
you make a valid point. I'm going to go. Oh man, do we go 4 and 1?
I mean, it's a one shot. You do what your heart tells you.
You know what? I'm doing what my heart tells me. Someone who has pride in their teeth, and is going to be fierce with those teeth. They're gonna need all of the dice they can get for that. So yeah, I'm going for
Are
fierce.
you making a James Bond character Jaws now? Is that what's happening?
I mean, they could just be like very aggressively smiley. So yeah, I'm gonna do
Fierce
Yeah,
4, fabulous 1. Beautiful.
indeed.
And
No, it's very not beautiful.
Agent Fuchsia.
Just flip that for me. I think that would work quite
Alright.
nicely.
Min-max teams, let's go.
Yeah, no, not to do that. But
No,
just
it's
like,
fine.
well,
It's fine. It's good. I've played this a handful of times now. Nobody's ever gone full 5 in any stat yet, and I don't know if that would actually be good. I kind of want to see it happen though.
Fuck
But
it,
that's
give me
that's for
five
another
fabulous.
time. That's another time.
Give me no. We're doing it live.
All right,
Do
all
it
right.
live.
Fucking,
Happy birthday.
Fucking hell. Let's go.
Happy birthday to you.
Fierce 0. Fabulous 5. It does mean, however, that under certain circumstances you will automatically fail fierce rolls, and that's also great. So
Just like real life, eh?
One bonus thing to remember is that you both have 3 gadget points, which is a thing I will, I guess, live type into the space as we go. The first one is basically something that you have on you that looks like a mundane thing, and then it turns out to be a sexy spy thing. So it could be, oh, I have this lipstick bullet that's actually a laser. I have these high-heeled boots that are actually rocket boots. All that kind of stuff. Your first gadget has to be part of your outfit, but otherwise the other 2 can be anything. And once it exists for the rest of the game, and you can use it as many times as you want.
Sounds good.
Okay.
The things that you did about your spy skill and your pride or insecurity do tie to certain things in play, but we'll encounter them as we come across. There's just one last thing to do, is that I need to design a villain. So I need to go and roll a couple d6 to determine where the mission is going to be and what the evil scheme is. And I'm going to go and use some shiny new dice that I got. I backed the ice cream dice Kickstarter ages ago.
Show me the dice.
I have these really
Give
pretty,
us the
like,
cubes.
Neapolitan
Let me
dice
see.
now. They're very pretty.
Ooh. In the Venn diagram of things I enjoy in my life, ice cream and dice.
Yeah.
2 in a big one.
There's like a mint choc chip one as well. That's also very, very good.
Oh,
but
Nathan,
I'm
you
gonna-
can't do this to me.
Importantly, Ruben says, if you are starved for name ideas, you may use my namesake for the villain.
Ruben Ferdinand. We're going
It
to...
does.
I assume the villain would just be James Bond.
maybe. I like a Ferdinand as a villain. That sounds good. I like that. Okay. Cool. So, with that out of the way, let's actually get into doing some agent shenanigans, huh?
Let's do
Go
it.
on then.
I'm gonna go and stop this sweet jam and switch to a different sweet jam. There we go. We are at the Agents of HUE headquarters, which I think are gonna be the last time I ran this, it was in a big fancy skyscraper building, so we're gonna be somewhere else this time. I think we're out in the ocean somewhere. We're on like a little island. Is the secret Agents of HUE base. And I'm gonna take like one cue about the base from each of you. So what's one thing about the Agents of HUE base on this island that is of note?
Tiki bar with a happy hour all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I want it to be. I want it to be next to a farm with a lot of horses.
Okay, there's definitely farm, hella horses. Okay.
I just that's nice.
Yeah. I guess this kind of feels to me that it's kind of built its way into something of it looks like a holiday resort, and where only the most fabulous of people attend. It's very, very exclusive. In fact, it's so exclusive, nobody's ever actually managed to get onto this particular island resort, aside from people who are already recruited to the Agents of HUE. So whenever you're called on a mission, you just kind of tell, if you have a significant other or many, many partners, a man in every port, as it were, you let them know that you're about to go on an island holiday, you slip away on the plane, and then you're on a job. But I think this means that we probably have a chill beach scene. We hear the sound of the ocean waves and seagulls as the camera looks out across the sea. And we've got this kind of like radiant evening sunset. The vista, the sky stained deep deep purple and orange as the camera slowly pans round, and we see 3 loungers on this very exquisite, almost pristine white sand beach. What do you two wear when you're sun lounging?
Full business suit.
That's canon
Can't
now.
get
You
away.
said it, and now that's the thing.
Yep. Can't get away from the office, so I bring the office with me at all times.
Mm-hmm.
I have not decided on Agent Ink's gender. I think regardless, it's a bikini.
Okay, absolutely. We could be Agent Ink as a they them for now. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's go and add that to your character sheet directly.
Thank you.
As soon as you said tiki bar and I said horses on an island, it sounded in my head. I immediately saw the scene from George of the Jungle where Brendan Fraser is like riding wild horses and everyone's just fawning over him.
Yeah.
At a big party.
I mean, don't ruin the next scene. So
I was gonna say that's the third person in the chair.
So there's just a horse. There's just a horse in the sun lounger. The third sun lounger is actually just that's
Brendan Fraser's face.
That's very good, but not maybe not this one. I'm not drunk enough to go and commit that to the actual fiction. The colors of your outfits are also quite important. Do you tend to dress in your theme color, or are you going in a different way for this instance?
Oh, absolutely. Though okay. You know those pens?
Mm-hmm.
They're clicky pens, but they're like 4 clicky pens in one. One of them is red, green, blue, and black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that Agent Ink likes to add a like racing stripe of color to their outfits somewhere that has the red, green, and blue.
Yeah.
And I think
nice.
I think in this case it's probably on the straps of the bikini.
Wonderful. What cut is you? Do you have a fuchsia suit, Agent Fuchsia?
See, now I was gonna make them really plain, but I'm 5 in fabulous, so yeah,
absolutely. It has been custom built by the techs at Agents of HUE to be fully water and sand repellent, so you can lounge on this beach all day. A premium sweat wicking technology.
How many pocket protectors are we talking about?
I mean, they know your hustle, so every pocket has lined into kind of almost Kevlar carbon fiber pocket protection.
I can carry so many red pens. I will never know.
Never know. But as you kind of like lounge on this beach, you can hear the sound of hooves on sand.
You can hear them.
I sure can.
As like out of the corner of view, the kind of camera kind of like adjusts its view slightly, so you can see over the horizon. There is a figure galloping. She has incredibly long, like rose hair, a kind of like fur, a white blouse with ruffles in the middle, and a waistcoat in Vanta black. She has kind of like horse riding trousers and long boots with spurs on the back, and she is carrying a long fucking sword on her waist.
Of course.
As she gallops onto the scene, and there is the camera whirls round so you can catch a silhouette of her against the sunset as the horse raises up in the air and whinnies as you get the wind picks up and her hair blows back in this stunning vista as she it just blows in the breeze. There's like slow-mo as
a lot
she...
of glitter.
Oh, sparkles kind of radiate off the back of her form as she. Oh
man, let
gosh,
it go.
yeah, Paolo. As it all settles down again, she steps off her horse and kind of takes side by side with the two of you. There's 3, and I think she sits in the middle one. Good evening.
No, but the horse is sat
there. the horse patiently. The horse, like, out of frame, moves into frame, carrying a tray in its teeth with 3 tequila sunset cocktails.
Nice. Nice.
No idea how it managed to obtain them in the chains of shot, but they do have these cocktails now.
To play up Agent Ink's skill, they're absolutely going to take that tray with their own teeth and take one of the cocktails off, and then
I'm scared.
A delicate clink occurs as you obtain. That feels like a thing you roll for. You absolutely have to roll for that.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so rolling in this game, when you do an action where the potential of failure would be interesting and usually funny, we make a roll. We decide whether it's going to be fierce or fabulous, and you roll that many d6. But there are modifiers. Normally, when you roll, 5s and 6 count as successes. However, if you're using your unique spy skill, 4s count as successes. If you're using your pride, you roll 1 extra d6. So, Paolo, do you think this is a fierce or a fabulous maneuver to go and grab a glass in one's
is
teeth?
there anything fabulous?
That's very true. This is horrifying. So I think this is going to be
fierce.
a fierce roll.
Okay, so this is...
It scared me in the moment. So, like,
And because you are using your pride, your teeth, you roll 1 extra d6. Congratulations.
Cool. Okay, so I'm rolling 5 dice, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, cool. A success.
Oh, Paolo also rolled?
did I?
Or maybe you rolled that in previous... No. I think I might be looking at an old version of the
Yes,
sheet.
that is.
That is 1 success. So with 1 success, that's a partial. So if you land 1 success, that's a partial success. If it's 2 successes, then it's a full success. And if it's 3 or more, it's a critical success. And you basically get to describe whatever the fuck you want as the result of the action. So with a partial, the sound of teeth on glass is unpleasant. And everybody in the scene, even though it's very relaxing, including the horse, winces at the sound. At the sound, but you do manage to go and achieve it without spilling it on yourself.
I think Agent Ink is completely unsympathetic to this and does not understand why everyone just had a visible shiver go down their spine, horse included.
Agent Ink, I'm so glad that the two of you are available and that on such a drastic hour. I'm afraid that I wouldn't normally enlist the two of you under this circumstance, but the other agents are currently unavailable. So,
I understand. I'm glad I can be here for this.
Do we really have?
Do we
have to?
Yes, this is quite a pressing matter, and although there are other agents that I would have as my first choice to enlist in the scene at hand,
So there's not going to be anybody doing our jobs while we're out, though, because I have a system of filing that's it's extremely colourful. I don't think that anyone else is going to vibe, see what there's not actually a play.
I maybe leave a handover document before you leave, but unfortunately there is a very grave matter in rolls dice. Okay. There's a mega casino in Havana. That is the.
You missed out a few syllables there. Havana, no.
It is the what is the name of this casino that makes it a mega casino? It's definitely a skyscraper. It looks like a neon monstrosity. Like the entire thing is just built.
Oh god, it's called the Casino Royale with cheese.
There we go. The Casino Royale with cheese. I'll take that. That's very, very good.
I'm so flattered.
It's got a lot. All the neon on it looks like fast food diner signs. And it's kind of got like open till late burgers, fries, milkshakes, all kind of, and then interspersed with that.
Can we say that instead of poker chips, it is poker fries?
It's actually poker fries. That's very good. I'm into that. Very good. As the description of this is kind of going on, we get a view, like a dramatic cutaway of this slow pan up this skyscraper as your boss, Agent Pearl, this lady explaining the mission to you. Agent Pearl is your boss. She explains that yes, at the Casino Royale with cheese, there's been our intelligence has revealed a grave plot. Rolls the dice.
I cannot believe you guys agreed to this name.
No, it's a very yes and game. Agents of HUE. They have been. We've been keeping an eye on the various casinos around the world in terms of whether they are scamming their clients in a way going above and beyond. It's very typical for spy duties to happen in casinos, and as the genre-savvy people that we are, we do keep tabs on every major casino around the world to see if there are any evil plots. And would you know it, the evil plot alarm did go off, and there's like a cutaway to her just kind of like leaning on a chair on her desk. She's like balancing a pencil like between her like nose and lips as she stares out the window, and then this gigantic pink siren goes off as it descends out the ceiling, and she just falls out her chair at the alert of this going on. Yeah, yes, quite. We were very suddenly alerted. Yes, but we were able to find out that. There seems to be something that they're spending the money on, and it's not Lamborghinis, it's not trips around the world, it's not diamonds. It seems that they're collecting very interesting materials. It's hard to say at this point what they're going to be doing with what they're gathering, but some of it is definitely weapons grade material.
So we're not talking about them building the next impossible burger.
Well, who's to say? There was a lot of special sauce that they've ordered in from overseas.
The world's not ready for the improbable burger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they the sheer number of condiments that they have imported from around the world intimidates us. We feel that something shady could be afoot. I need you two to go look into this and find out possibly what could be happening with such special sources and whether there are shady dealings afoot.
Okay. Yes. No. I think we can. Yes, we can do this.
I'm confident we can ensure that no concentrations of horseradish are being used for any ill purposes. In fact, I'd say I relish the opportunity.
Oh god.
A seagull like caws in the background when you.
Agent Fuchsia like visibly shudders when you make that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is a very important mission, and there's nobody else I could trust it to than the two of you. She looks away.
Seagull.
Agent Ink puts a hand on their shoulder and says, "There, it'll be okay."
Yes. Please,
Agent
be safe out
looks
there.
at the floor and shakes her head, goes, "It won't be okay."
Please be safe out there, and make sure that crimes against fast food are stopped in their tracks.
For the king.
For the king. She looks down, soul consternated across her face as she holds a fist. For the
I
king.
think the camera has to like, kind of like have us in the corner, a sunset in the background. The Burger King's face, like, smiling.
Yeah,
at the
just
sunset.
like overlaid, like 50% opacity in the clouds.
Yeah, meanwhile, Agent Ink is just like, should I say ditto?
But time is of the essence, agents. Prepare yourselves and roll out to the future.
I understand. I understand. Agent Ink hops to their feet, takes their hand, and rips off their bikini top, revealing a full disguise underneath.
It just folds out. From the
Yep,
beginning.
exactly.
Oh, hell yeah, that's amazing.
Agent Fuchsia stands up and does up the button of their suit jacket and starts walking.
You become prepared. Head to the horse ranch, and they will expedite you on your journey quickly. I must contemplate the terrible potential futures of the secret source released to the world. And she takes a long sip of her tequila sunset, and you think that she might already be smashed, but you're too polite to say.
I think as Fuchsia and I are walking off, I definitely imagine Ink turns to Fuchsia and says, "How horrible. Imagine it, a world lost in the sauce."
As long as there's no pickles, it's fine with me.
You make your way across the center of the kind of like horse ranch. It looks like a classic Western horse ranch, wooden sign and everything. And you two have specially selected horses that have been assigned to you in advance. What do they look like?
I don't know what it looks like, but mine is named Brendan Fraser.
God,
It's a chestnut horse.
Nice.
Yeah, I think my horse is also Inky
Also
Black.
named Brendan Fraser.
No, my horse is named Friendly Brazier.
Friendly Brazier, yes.
And he is, of course, Inky Black with... Yeah, we'll say. We'll just leave it there.
Mm-hmm. There is a dramatic scene as you kind of like suit up, you get helmets on and everything as you get on top of your horses.
Helmets to get on the top.
Oh, yeah, you put on
It made me laugh into my wine.
heavy motorcycle helmets that go on you, and like big hardcore gloves.
The horses also have motorcycle helmets.
They have big cool futuristic visors. Hell yeah.
Yes.
As you slowly
there are handlebars.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, like fucking.
No, don't be silly.
What's the one like not Romance of the Three Kingdoms Muso game? Samurai something or other where Masamune Date has a motorcycle horse. Ruben will know, but there is a you kind of like gently canter out of the ranch and kind of turn towards the open beach in the ocean. Sengoku Basara, yes, thank you. You did know.
It's just like Sengoku Basara, that thing we know.
Mm-hmm. It's Masamune Date on a motorcycle horse is a thing you need to see. YouTube it after this stream. But yes, you face the ocean, and as you kind of turn towards it, and the horses start galloping at full speed towards the sea. You're getting closer, and there is like a kind of like whirring noise, and like you look down, and the speed that the horse's legs are moving are utterly unreal as they plane across the surface of the water.
Robo horses.
They just kind of blaze across, gigantic sprays of surf behind them as they
go, Brendan Fraser, go!
As you all at the start of the narrative ride into the sunset.
Yes, wonderful. They were never seen again.
The credits start to roll.
Before
Thanks for
long,
coming to the stream.
And they were never heard from again. That's the end of the stream. Before long, you all arrive in Havana. You arrive at the Royale Casino Royale with cheese. I guess I need to find a vibe for that. Yeah, a bit more down tempo. So yes, the streets are kind of bustling here. It's a Saturday night. Everybody's out to go and lose their money on the hot dog roulette. They're all in their fineries. But where do your horses show up on the scene?
Oh, it's got to be right at the front of the place. We've got to get them valeted, of course.
Yeah, that's a good call.
There's got to be a kid in like full like McDonald's uniform.
Oh, yeah.
But he still has the like valet circle hat on.
teeny little
Yes.
sitting gently to the side.
Oh, and it has some fries sticking out the top.
Yeah. Those are tips.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh.
I'm gonna see if I can do the kind of like a pimply nerd voice thing that like American cartoons do. Hello, welcome to the Casino Royale with cheese. I'm
You do that
Ralph.
voice almost too well.
I'm Ralph. Can I
Ralph.
can I take your horses today? Actually, Fuchsia, what is your pronouns again? I don't think we said.
It'd be he, him.
Sure. Sir and esteemed guest, because there isn't a genderless equivalent for that. Fix it, English.
Friend.
Friend. Esteemed friend. Would you like me to valet your horses for you?
Yes. His name is Brendan Fraser. He likes oats with just a little bit of carrot chopped up in them, and it doesn't have any keys. But if you take the reins, he'll be very cordial towards you. Don't get on him because he can run at near enough the speed of sound.
There's a pause. Understood. To valet 2 horses, it will be $50,000.
Ooh.
You do not have
Ooh.
$50,000.
If you're
Not on
front.
hand.
Whoa!
Or maybe you do, and you can roll for it. We'll find out.
Do we need to pay that now or later?
Part of the way that that we can look after you at the Casino Royale with cheese, esteemed guests, is that by having a valet, you also gain a number of chips thrown into the bargain. So it means you can start gambling right away, esteemed guests.
I'd like to try and
Roll for money.
steal some of the chips out of his hat.
Okay. Yes. To what
Great
end?
minds think alike.
What do we want out of this?
To pay him with his own money, of course.
I see. We're establishing fries as the money. This seems...
Each fry is worth $10,000.
I mean, this seems like a pretty crafty thing, and you do have Fabulous 5, so this seems like a solid method of approach. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I guess this is just a Fabulous roll. Go give me a Fabulous roll,
Okay.
please, friend.
Okay. How many dice is this going to
That'd
be?
be 5. Go click that 5 macro, friend.
Bang.
1 success. Cool.
Disgraceful.
Partial. You manage to. What do you do? What do you do to misdirect him so you can?
I think I start fixing his uniform. I think it's hard. I'm starting to feel like Fabulous might not have been. We've got organisation as a thing, but can we maximise organisation in a fabulous way? Let's try.
You should have called if you. I would prefer that you kind of call out if you're using your spy skill before you roll, because that affects stats and stuff. But you're like, you kind of like, you're very scruffy, and you start organising him. You start straightening his collar and all that. Okay, cool. You in the process, you manage to remove a single fry from his hat, like removing a feather out of a cap.
I try very hard not to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket it in my protector so that grease does not leak through to my
Yeah,
suit.
that would be a problem. It would be $50,000 for me to valet your 2 horses.
Okay.
Could I make a suggestion for the partial part of this?
That you didn't steal all of them.
Okay, also fair. I
Yeah.
was going to suggest that only one of the horses could be valeted.
Well, that would cut the cost.
Okay. Brendan Fraser, go home.
Brendan Fraser, the horse, looks at you, and it doesn't speak because it's a horse, but you're telepathically linked, and
Yes.
I guess
The visor is up at the moment.
Mhm. and the horse is like, does this mean I'm off duty?
I mean, steady on. For the king and all that, but yes, you can consider yourself off duty, but behave.
All right. And the horse.
The visor clicks down.
I think there's a theater showing The Mummy down the street. It's the new one, but
The horse leaves frame and re-enters frame with like one of those. For some reason, I don't know why it's associated with gambling, but like a kind of like cap with like a visor on it, but it's like translucent
the
green.
poker visor.
Yeah, they come in with a poker visor. Like they leave frame and re-enter frame with a poker visor and be like,
I think it's so the light's less harsh on them.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, mind how you go. And then they just go into the casino.
Please, no. Oh, okay.
It will be $25,000 to valet one horse.
Well, my horse is gone, so this is all on you.
Agent Ink reaches over, plucks the fry out, and then hands it to the valet and says, "Yeah, please keep friendly over here, safe. Make sure some lo-fi hip-hop beats are playing, and try to keep the air tepid but comfortable."
Understood, sir. Oh, you've been here before. You have one of our golden fries. Well, welcome back to the Casino Royale with cheese.
An unforgettable experience.
Yeah. He like rummages around in his pocket and gets out like a smartphone and pulls up J Dilla Donuts and starts just bumping that to your horse as leads them away. Oh, that's right. Here, and he kind of like flicks you a playing card. It looks like a playing card, but you can see that there's like some circuitry on it. Use that at the counter, and it will give you a number of chips that you can spend. Also, a free milkshake, sir. Enjoy your stay. That voice sucks to do. I'm glad he's gone.
Are the milkshakes vegetarian? No, okay.
He's gone. Yeah.
Ink takes the card. Let's see, do I? Nah, whatever. Takes the card and then kind of coolly passes it over to you, Fuchsia. I'm getting those milkshakes though, but you can have the rest.
Oh, okay. Then Fuchsia opens a little business card holder full of lots of different business cards and sub tabs and files it in under.
Just picturing like opens up a quantum Rolodex.
Basically, files it under cheese. I think is probably the best place to put it.
This is organized by food group.
Well, I don't know what you organized by.
Wonderful. Are you gonna make your way? Are you gonna make your way in? I guess.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm really worried about Brendan Fraser, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. He seems like he can handle himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, you guys make your way into the casino. There's a really burly bouncer that is also in the kind of like fast food diner outfit that kind of like looks meanly at you and cracks their knuckles, but they let you in. And it seems the space is bustling. Let's see what this one sounds like, and if it's bad, I'll choose something else. It's fine. It'll do. Not quite as
funky jam.
Not quite as casino as I was hoping for, but we'll make it work.
Well, it works for me though.
Yeah? I think I see some Bayonet Apache slot in the corner over there.
Ha! Yes. There's a handful of like terrible Apache slot games that could have been sequels to a themed series, but instead are about gambling. Most of the games here are fast food themed. So as I say before, the hot dog roulette is in full force. You have no idea how they managed to get like the. You have no idea how they managed to get the sausage to kind of bounce inside the wheel to land in one of the spaces, but it manages.
I'm just convinced that hot dog roulette is just a tastier version of Russian roulette.
Interesting. That might loop back later.
Exciting.
But yes, there are a number of games on the floor. What do you guys want to do? The floor is yours to explore. Yeah, I guess you're also going to be on the eye out for suspicious Pearsons.
Pearsons. I could. I think one of us has to create a distraction of some kind.
I think Agent Ink is going to head over to the blackjack in a box table.
Very good. It's a bizarre game of like blind blackjack. It's ultimate bluffing in that, to a degree, not even you know what cards you've received. There are two dangerous-looking individuals who are at this table. One of them is in a gigantic fur stole, an evening gown kind of hat that is like this long, like depth of field long, and like the longest fucking like cigarette holder. Their hitbox is absurd.
And the other one is, I guess, Chester Cheeto, who is dangerously cheesy.
Okay, there we go. We can get like a Gajinka of Chester Cheetah, who is in like Oh no, you said it, so it's a thing.
I was expecting like a mascot costume kind of deal.
No,
like,
nah, can't.
I prefer.
It's in like.
Isn't the Gajinka of Chester Cheetah just Guy Fieri?
They are that's a different body type to what I had in mind, but we can go for that.
True.
They are still in like spray-on. They're in like a spray-on skinny suit that is in like a neon orange and cheetah print pattern, and they have this big cigar, and they are like they're fanning themselves with Casino Royale with cheese fun bucks.
I do have to think that the cigar looks like a giant Cheeto.
Yeah. There's a distinct kind of nacho cheese aroma emanating from this unfortunate individual.
His nails are painted with Cheeto dust.
Cheesy.
Yeah, one hand, the nails are kind of like acrylic long nails and a mad pointy, and also in bright orange.
Every time he wins a hand, he just goes, cheesy.
You see, he wins around, and you see that the other woman's face just darkens, like the upper third of her face just complete shadow, and she looks away, and is kind of like, you can tell that she fucking hates him.
How could anyone hate Ginjika Chester, like pimp Chester Cheetah?
Yeah. So, Agent Ink, you're gonna go and play fucking blackjack in the box.
I'm absolutely going to play blackjack in a box, trying to suss out how dangerous these dangerous individuals truly
They
are.
both look dangerous, but in very different ways. Yeah.
Just Ink, just as an aside, I'm reading the agent's handbook right now, and I think we unlock an achievement if we knock her hat off.
Oh.
Is there something here about bonus points for knocking off ludicrous hats?
I mean, I guess
sure.
you can obtain additional fashion to use as bonus points later. That's not written in the rules, but I'm into it.
No, I'm in canon.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's good, and I'll give it a mechanical effect if you achieve it. I guess.
That's cool.
Do you think I'm gonna play my own game with the rules as intended? Fuck off.
I like you.
Punk, I guess. I don't know. I thought if you really want a top score, you need to steal the hat. So
Very true. This is true. You read the rulebook, I see.
So yeah, there's kind of like even though this is a movie and not a video game, there's kind of like a little HUD thing that appears on the camera that has like, new mission, obtain overly large hat.
yeah,
Worth 1d6.
I need to get those gamer points. I can't pass that up. And I don't know well enough how blackjack betting works, but I'm going to assume that blackjack in a box betting works kind of like poker, and so Agent Ink is going to bet something non-monetary of theirs in order to coerce the others to bet some of their own accessories.
Okay, cool. What you putting up for bet?
I think Agent Ink's prized pleather fingerless gloves. They have been through decades of tiring proofreading and copywriting.
They've managed to keep your wrists from falling apart.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, the lady with the gigantic hat and cigarillo is like, well, I suppose I could offer my cigarette holder. Would that suffice?
If
Just-
you
Higher.
if,
Higher.
we don't know each other very well, so I'll just say that I'm insulted.
She extinguishes the cigarette and kind of flicks it to the side and uses the end of the cigarette holder to hold you underneath the chin so she's looking directly into your eyes. What else can you offer to sweeten the deal?
You know what? This is a game about being sexy. Agent Ink is going to go. As of course they're wearing the gloves right now.
Mm-hmm.
These gloves aren't just good for proofreading. I can give a mean back rub.
Oh.
And you're looking very tense.
And overhearing that, the other guy, the chest cheating Gajinku, is like, back rub? Oh my god, I'm in. Oh my god. I'll give you.
Completely breaks character. He goes, "Bat rub."
I'll give you Oh, cool. I'll give you my medallion. And he like pops open the first 3 buttons of his chest. You get some decent cheetah fur and like a big
Oh no!
and a big golden medallion that looks very expensive.
The worst kind of furry.
Agent Fuchsia's like, "Bat rub? Ooh, maybe."
Oh, you also throwing your hat into the ring,
Yeah, I
alright?
was gonna say, you getting in this game too?
I don't know. I could really use a back rub.
You're certainly
Yes.
looking awfully tense all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
keep it professional. We're on the job here.
So
Mate,
it's
well,
just the
I'm not
3 of
doing
us
that,
then.
so never-
That's alright. 3 of us. Let's get into it. And we agree. And then immediately, as they agree, you see the right eye of the lady with the giant hat glint. And you see that the Chester cheater immediately puts a finger to his ear and looks away. They're both cheating.
Oh, I thought they were taking him to the Shadow Realm.
We'll see how this roll goes. So, Will... Agent Ink. What are you going to do to secure your victory?
Well, naturally, you know, it's as the old saying goes, when they go low, we go high. So I'm also going to cheat by using the,
Your teeth.
by using the, oh my god. Yes, I'm using my poetic license gloves to edit the cards that I have into being into being exactly 21.
Yes. Let's go for... Let's see whether this one feels very gambly or not.
That's very.
Oh,
cool.
yeah, there we go.
Thank you. I feel very cool and smart.
Cool. So we are... cheating feels like a fabulous thing to do, but cheating is also bold as hell, and I want to move this along. So, yeah, I'll let you roll fierce. And
Thank
you're
you.
using your spy skill of editing, so 4's count as successes.
Nice.
Now,
So-
I think this is a time to introduce something. In Agents of HUE, we have something called sexy teamwork, where allies can give other allies a boost by using either their pride or a gadget that they have, as long as they describe how it helps with sizzling tension. So, Agent Fuchsia, is under the current circumstances, is there any way that you want to assist this cheating venture?
Well, I will say I am using my own gadget point for the editing gloves.
But it stacks. It stacks. It means you get to reroll 2
very
dice.
good.
Yeah.
We like that. We take those.
Teamwork makes the game very easy. Teamwork a lot.
Can I use my keen organizational skills?
I am afraid that you may not use your spy skill for teamwork
Oh,
because they are
fair.
taking the spotlight. So
So it's going to be gadget.
It has to be a gadget or your pride. So if there's a way that you can use your individuality or a gadget, actually, since you've got a gadget, these editing gloves, I will add that to the little area so people can remember what gadgets they have. Text.
My pride is.
Love the area.
you not make the source visible for now?
Let's see.
I don't see how individuality. So I'm going to use a gadget. I'm wearing spectacles that are they're my filing spectacles. Mm-hmm. They were made for me by the agency, but it means that I can identify specific documents from dog-endedness alone. So they are dog-end glasses.
I'm not quite sure I understand what that means. Are they like hyper-analysis?
I'm using them on the deck. What like tracking the cards as they've been playing.
Hyper-analysis skills, I think, is an easy way.
Skills. I don't know why I explained it that way. It was bad, but basically I've been tracking my spy glasses.
Mm-hmm. And what do the editing gloves do again? Was there secret sexy spy actual use?
Their secret sexy spy actual use is being able to just kind of run my finger over something. The ring finger analyzes what font something uses. Mm-hmm. The middle finger is able to perfectly match the background to white it out, and the pointer finger is able to write over in the matching font and font color. So I'm basically able to rewrite text.
Secret document editing, perfect. And I'm going to select a font that isn't terrible.
Good time for me to pour myself some more wine.
There we go.
Not that I really need it right now, but writing fun.
Cool.
I wish I could pour myself a drink, but it's all in the other room.
Have some nice Foley work.
It appears, and then I can make it larger so people can actually see it.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, I feel drunker already.
That was a tall glass I just poured. My goodness.
It's fine. It's fine. Nothing's a problem.
You can't store that bottle afterwards. You have to throw it away. So drink it all.
It's 12.8, and I'm a thin man.
It's nothing.
There we go. We can have the gadgets under my name.
I'm economic.
So we have two gadgets. We have editing gloves that are used for secret document editing, and we have filing spectacles that have hyper-analysis. Cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to make this roll. It's Fierce 4, so you're rolling 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Using your editing skills, so 4s will also count as successes. And you may re-roll 2 dice because you're using 2 gadgets. So, before that goes in, Agent Fuchsia, how are you making this sexy or sizzling tension-y?
I think I have to get real close for the glasses to work. I'm used to being like here with the files.
Just leaning over his shoulder.
I'm just like, I'm all up in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like very obviously cheating. No.
I mean, so are they, so it's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm hands on the table, like, and I think maybe my hand slides over Agent's hand inadvertently, but somewhat sensually.
Your hands guide together. Okay, I think that sounds good. Everybody, go make the roll, Agent Inc.
I thought you said to keep it professional.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
So you're already at a critical success, but this could get even wilder if you want to re-roll that 3.
Of course I'll re-roll that 3. Let's see.
Just roll 1d6 to re-roll it again. Yeah.
Perfect. I am so grateful that you allowed this to be fierce.
So yeah, it's a wash. I guess you get to describe in hyper elaborate, like Kakaguri, I was cheating the entire time kind of way of
Oh man, I think we get some kind of like elaborate Agent Inc. kind of like smirks and then close their eyes, smirks, and then looks over at Agent Fuchsia, and we get some dramatic, almost kind of like one of those Indian soap operas that have all of the like super dramatic
cuts and wibbling. Oh my god, yes.
But with this is like also a flashback where you're seeing, even from before I approached the table, Agent Fuchsia and I were manipulating the deck.
Oh no. Sorry.
Okay.
The horse that went in before the two of you.
Brendan Fraser manipulated the RNG.
Yes! Yeah, so there's like a shot of this horse just kind of like teeth in, taking at a cart. Inserting of a cart.
And we were and we saw him like walking away, trotting away with like a bag of money in his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was able to realize, like, I needed to draw all of the cards that have teeth marks in them.
Wonderful.
What a
That's
hint!
perfect.
What a hint! But yes.
Oh, stupid.
No!
Wonderful.
How could I lose? No! How could I lose?
Agent Inc. casts out their hand, and as Ruben says, there's a screen shatter effect, and the screen color inverts. Both of the other cheaters scream and go, "Ah!"
Yeah, you mind break both of them.
The items that they had forfeited fall onto the table, and Ink snatches them both up, dropping the hat onto their head, and I think then passing the kind of sweaty medallion over to Fuchsia.
Fuchsia kind of like, yes, into one of the deeper pockets.
It just descends for quite a while, yeah.
Into a very protected pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As you put on the hat, Ink, you see that there is like a small little something like inside the brim, like almost a teeny tiny ruby embedded in there. That's mysterious. And as you kind of turn, it like glows a little bit as you kind of like turn around, and it seems like it's trying to pick up something.
Well, it's been fun, but I've got other countries to conquer, so...
The croupier bows deeply, being like, "May you steal the souls of your opponents again sometime soon."
Have it your way.
Wow, it's really full on in here.
And with that, Agent Inc. struts away, I think pulling Fuchsia along with them to try and track down yeah, very much as the rupee is leading Inc. to a mysterious location.
Mm-hmm. As the shot ends and you walk away, you see the two still unconscious bodies of the people at that game just turn into salt and blow away. They are so
sure
thoroughly defeated.
That is biblical. Thank you.
As we kind of like move scenes to somewhere else, I am pretty happy to kind of have the next location be kind of wherever in this casino. Where do you want the next like spot to be?
What do you think, Fuchsia?
Penthouse suite, I guess.
Emphasis on
I can work with that.
Or the safe. I don't know, one of the two.
So there is a it kind of the beeping kind of leads you around the space as you kind of wander through the different games on the casino floor. You walk past the bar, you walk past a burlesque show, and actually it leads you onto the stage of the burlesque show. It seems that where you need to go is beyond, like, backstage, but there's already a show in progress. You're not on stage just yet. I think the scene reconvenes with you in this space, but there is definitely a show already in progress.
Is there
What's the
dancing in
show?
the show? Yeah, tell us about this show.
Okay.
Can't be fast
So
food based.
How hot are they?
the show that's currently on is it is the kind of like fan. There's a guy doing like a fan dancing show, but they're just gigantic like fries in a fan shape that he's kind of like doing the fan dancing with.
Pizza slices.
That's also very good.
Stop it.
Yeah, they are
no.
pizza
Terrible.
slices. I guess it's probably real pizza.
This is making me so hungry for fast food, and I hate it.
In the audience.
There's a
The
kind
guy
of dramatic
sat
like
with his mouth
yeah,
open.
and then a bunch of anchovies splatter some people in the front row, and they are just super into it.
I love the idea of this guy actually going "yeah" as he does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As there is apparently a splash zone in this performance. But yeah, they are currently in the middle of. He's currently in the middle of his routine.
Covered in grease. Yes.
There is a very kind of like a alluring sheen on the kind of like shoulders and collarbone, and then you realize what that sheen probably is, and then it's less alluring.
Yes. That's going to be some spots flaring up there. It's going to be a rash.
Fuchsia, I see two options here. Either one of us creates a distraction, or we join the show.
Oh God!
I mean, that's actually one option that you just said. There's one option, and there's a baby bitch option that you can't choose.
I can't go back. Not after Budapest.
No.
Oh God! I need a
can't
flashback to Budapest now. What happened?
I think there's a pizza incident, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's before Fuchsia got his departmentally issued suit that is kind of like resistant to all kind of liquids and grease. That was before it was pocket protected, and I think it was their first time like deep undercover in a fast food related.
Oh man, you had to protect someone, and like the fucking Tsar Mafia.
Shit, man, it was a food fight. That's what it was. Straight up.
The Tsar Mafia broke into this particular establishment to go and gun down the target that you were supposed to be looking after, and you were doing a good job. You managed to get to the roof. The helicopter was arriving. Somebody kicks down the door to the roof. They've got their pizza shotgun just leveled at the both of you, and there's just a slow motion like picture as this twin barreled shotgun of two like calzones fire out from the shotgun, and then you just had to leap in the way as they explode dramatically over you as your charge manages to get into the helicopter and escapes.
Fuchsia, listen.
No, I can't do it again. No, not the grease. No.
Smack. I can't let you be controlled by your ugly past, you sexy bitch. It's time you confront your failures and get face to face with flying pizza.
I don't have teeth like you. I don't have teeth for this industry.
It's not about the teeth
on this.
It's not about the teeth in your head. It's about the teeth in your heart.
No, you're right. I'm like,
right?
Not that. Yes, you're right.
They're right.
Paolo's pushed himself, but
I'm right.
He's like, all right, there's teeth in my heart.
Listen, I'm going to go to the left side of the stage, and you get to the right side of the stage. Next time those pizza wedges clap together, we're both coming on, and we're pulling some high-flying stunts to get to the back. I'm depending on you to lead the way. Don't let me down, friend.
There is
immediate flop sweats.
Yeah. You both take your positions on the side of the stage, and there's like a moment of tension. We're about to reach like the final act of the performance, and the lights dim and the music stops. And then the kind of like finale. We're going to see whether this music track is actually good or not. Let's see. Yeah, this works. The man poses dramatically on stage for the finale of their Magnum Pizza opus.
Classic
I can't hear any
MPO.
music.
It's quiet, but it's playing.
Mm-hmm. I can bump this one up a little bit. But yeah. What'd you guys do?
Well, I'm naturally looking towards Fuchsia to lead the perform. I think Fuchsia might be frozen. Great face to freeze on. Nope, never.
Oh, there we go. You froze for a second, but you're back now.
You're frozen on. Oh no! You're frozen on the same.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm like Drax. I've mastered the art of standing very still.
But yes, Fuchsia, what do you want to do to kick this shit off?
I think there's these scenes of like the camera looks at you, Agent Ink looking over to Fuchsia, and then we look at Agent Fuchsia, who's kind of like glassy eyed, like looking into the distance, like not really making eye contact with you, and then we look into his eyes and we see that same pizza coming towards him, and him jumping into the way the last time he did anything brave, and he was grateful for it to be the last time. But he sees these two pizza slices like clapping together, perhaps over the jiggling ass of this dancing gentleman on the stage.
It's all in slow mo. It's
all in slow mo,
vibrating. It's just vibing.
That pepperoni's going everywhere.
And I think there has to be a similar dive. And I think in order for it to be, it's got to be one of two things. It's got to be covert, or we got food. And what we doing? We topping this motherfucker, or what? Like,
I mean, you got to describe it because you're going to be making this roll now. So I need to know what you're doing, so I know how to judge whether you're rolling this or
I think there's like a salad bar at the side, like a Subway style topping section. And I think that like we see the two of them like get two tubs of whatever. Like I've got pepperoni and mushrooms, and what did Agent Ink pick up?
A bunch of tomatoes.
Yeah,
just all tomatoes, baby.
Just tomatoes.
Juiceless. Yeah, no. I think we've got to make it rain and disappear underneath that rain. So,
okay. Yeah, you cause a smoke screen, I guess.
Yeah, I think there's which I'm going to use my second gadget for.
Ooh, yes.
My label maker.
Okay. And what does it actually do?
I'm just going to load the pepperoni into it like a clip. Just
high pressure label maker.
Yeah, basically it's made for like some serious labeling.
So this label maker is actually a rapid machine gun, open brackets, any ammo.
Yeah. I think it's, what's it printing on these pepperonis though, and these mushrooms?
I mean, that's for up to you to say, but I guess you're going to be making a I guess this is a fabulous
2020 tax return.
This is very overly elaborate. So okay. Sure. So yeah, go give me a fabulous roll with the ability to re-roll one dice. So yes, give me a roll 5d6 for me, please.
I think it might be printing your social security number on every slice.
Oh Jesus. Yes, absolutely.
You crit. I mean, you can re-roll one die to see if one of those two. No. So you crit. What happens? Take the stage. How does this go? I clearly need something more energetic than this, because this is clearly hype as fuck.
There's a moment of Chris. So he sends up the initial rain of mushrooms, and it's glorious because like the grease is going everywhere. It's like just as fireworks go off from like the ceiling, like umbrella style, like raining down. And the guy's kind of using the pizza as like, you know, Rihanna style, and the sun shines with kind of thing. And I'm just like adding these mushrooms to it, and then during like this like hail of mushrooms, there's like this moment of clarity in my eyes, and I'm like, no, the audience, and I load this clip of pepperoni, and it's just everyone's eyes like,
aha.
Like just covering everyone's eyes in pepperoni slice, which of course they love.
They're screaming for it.
Yeah,
they are figuratively and literally eating it up.
Yeah, so like underneath that like absolute marksmanship, that stone cold steely face of like precision and to his mind organization in the moment, they slip behind stage.
Yeah, with everybody blinded. The person on the like burlesque dancer on stage is like ta-da after finishing their like extended pepperoni twerk, where they weren't having eyes on the audience. So now when they turn back for their final pose, everybody is just blinded with a pepperoni, and they're like, "Well, that works, I guess."
Yeah.
I can't help but imagine one person in the audience did the like Scooby-Doo licking the cream off their face thing, where just tongue goes out and just
and then just removes the pepperoni.
yeah.
That's his gadget.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has a gadget in their own way. But yes, with that very dramatic way to disguise your exit, you managed to sneak downstairs. You managed to sneak backstage, and it seems that there's actually a space for, aside from the green room, there's some stairs that are going down, and the hat is going wild. This is where you need to be.
Down we go.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of like to this kind of like jaunty
I see a
tune.
security guard and immediately blinded with him.
No, I'm also picturing, you see a security guard and an overhead camera and blind the guard and just perfectly slot the pepperoni so that it just boop into the camera hole.
Yeah, as you kind of descend the stairs
Hang
in
on.
space.
There's two security guards like, what's going on? Another pepperoni party. These rich kids.
As you descend down into the space, the scenery gets less opulent and more kind of like utilitarian. And then after, it's like the ladder climbing scene in Metal Gear Solid, but like in reverse. As you're going down, it's taking a solid while.
Yeah. Good angle on that.
Agent Inc. gets onto the ladder, let's go, and then grabs onto the ladder at the very bottom, because that's how you optimize for speed runs.
Agent Fuchsia has a heart attack because just he dropped.
It's fine, I grabbed it at the end, no fall damage.
0 fall damage. Do I make you roll for that?
Mission.
I don't do.
I think you do.
I think you roll for that. I think you roll to speed descend this ladder. It's a fierce roll because that's daring as fuck, but...
Let's see, I am... do I want to bring out...
I mean, you could... so there's one way that you could stop yourself at the bottom of the ladder, and that's by using your teeth, but that going badly could be horrifying.
Oh no, this is terrible, but I do kind of love the idea of getting to the bottom and at first stopping themselves by just onto one of the rungs at the bottom.
It hurts me in real life.
Yeah, Nathan suggested it.
Yeah, no, go roll
Nathan?
5d6 because it's fierce plus 1.
Okay. Thanks, Nathan. You did a great job.
Good.
Wait, no. Thanks, Nathan. Okay. Let's see. You said 5d6. Oh, partial success. Oh boy.
You don't turn into a similar pizza that you saw at the burlesque show with the speed that you drop down that elevator shaft. You do stop yourself from pancaking. But that fucking hurt.
Oh.
And
it isn't no sausage party anymore.
the pain of it starts to well up, and you can feel yourself, you're about to start crying.
Oh no. Okay, Fuchsia, tell me a joke. Tell me a funny joke really fast. Fuchsia, I need this. Fuchsia!
Why did the dentist cross the road?
I don't know. Why did the dentist cross the road?
Because you have beautiful teeth.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
It was... You didn't need to frame that as a joke, though. I think...
You panicked, I'm sorry.
I think Fuchsia gets to the bottom of the ladder, and Ink gives him a gentle hug, a little peck on the cheek, and then with no teeth involved, and then
there's a moment where it's like, have you? There's like, I think he runs a thumb over like your front teeth, and it's like, did you?
No chipping, but yeah.
No, but like it's like a just an excuse for intimate contact.
Oh, sure, absolutely. We make up rituals to touch others.
Oh, these? Yes, I got them in Beirut.
I got them in Nam.
That was a different mission. I don't think that joke is funny enough to stop you from your potential like weeping fit that might come across under current circumstance. So you kind of like you can hear movement down this like concrete corridor, and you can tell that there's probably some guards down there that you've not seen yet. You need to stealth or find some way to sneak around them. However, crying is loud.
I need to figure out a way to stealth.
I think because I'm a little bitch. Right too.
No, no.
Both stuck. Okay, so
honey, you're so good. Don't do this.
So both of you are going to make a roll then, and both of you are going to do it at -1 because of your insecurities have now both kicked in. Right. So describe to me, Agent Fuchsia, how you gonna be sneaking.
I'm gonna be sneaking by shooting out the cameras with yet more pepperoni.
Okay, cool.
I love the idea that this happens so often that they're not going to bat an eye about the fact that there's pepperoni on the cameras.
Okay.
Is that pastrami? No, it's pepperonis.
So the thing is, under this particular circumstance, that feels like a really direct way of hiding oneself by using a gun, which would be fierce. Right. So it's fine. Oh. It's fine. It's locked in now. But unfortunately, because we play this fast and loose, and failing is funny in this game, and you have no health, so you can make bad choices and not die. It's all good. So yeah, you start crying and like pray and what's the word, right? Pray and spray. Yeah. At the cameras, and pepperoni is going everywhere, but it's not actually covering any cameras at all. Meanwhile, Agent Ink, how you be sneaking?
Agent Ink is going to. Okay, this is really hard, but I have to do this. And then Agent Ink is just going to go from like 0 to 60, just immediately start sprinting, run up a wall, and just kick the wall kick the cameras.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go give me a fierce roll -1.
Okay, I am. Let's see. Do I want to pop a gadget here?
Rocket boots.
Why go for rocket? Oh God, that's a terrible idea. I have to do it now. Couldn't afford rocket boots. Definitely was not in the budget. So instead, I have tooth boots, which are good at sticking in walls. It gives them. It's just like
they've got like cleats in them. Sure. Yeah,
exactly, but they're teeth.
Okay. Yeah.
Human teeth, which he took from his enemies.
Human teeth.
Not all of them are human.
He took from Brendan Brazier.
I guess you get to reroll 1 die. You have a partial.
Great. Okay. No, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh. Whose teeth are the Ink? Whose teeth are there?
Well, I think some of them were Brendan Brazier's first teeth before he got them replaced with laser teeth.
His full teeth.
And so this is greater than 4, correct?
Yes, this is greater than 4. 3 successes. Oh, yeah, because the way that Roll20 works is that greater than 4 is actually 4 inclusive.
Oh!
Yeah, math.
What?
Yeah, I know. You still get a full success, though. You still get a full success.
Okay. And do I get to reroll 1?
You can reroll 1 for a critical.
You know I will.
Alright,
hey!
Yeah, critical success. I can take this one if you don't mind.
Go for it.
You sprint up and like wall run with such force, and then you kick one of the security cameras, and it ricochets off a wall round the corner, and down the way you hear like "ah!" as something gets like beamed in the head with a ricochet camera boot. You're still crying, but it's fine.
Did that cheer me up at all?
Yeah, I mean, well, how is that the kind of thing that Agent Ink gains a degree of satisfaction from.
I think destroying property is the only thing that cheers up Agent Inc.
Fair enough. Yeah, that brings you a little bit of joy on this cold, dark day where you are in a basement and somewhat covered in pizza.
Okay, Fuchsia, I think there's someone been caught off guard across the corner. Let's move fast.
Stop crying.
Oh, get over here, you big Luca.
I thought we were crying.
No, I'm better now. Look at me, I'm fabulous. I'm going to clap you across the face if you don't start moving.
Watch down the hallway.
It's warmer down here as you keep going, and you keep saying these large, almost like nuclear waste style vats that have secret sauce printed across them.
Okay.
Just barrels and barrels of them stacked up. You
Seems
see,
we're getting to the heart of the beast.
you see pipes running above your head, translucent, and you can see some kind of fluid running through them.
Is it fluorescent by any chance?
I think there's an eerie glow coming from it. That seems apropos.
Well,
Can I use my extensive military knowledge to know how flammable or explosive this is?
kick it with 2 shoes.
I'm getting big video game Red Barrel vibes from this.
Let's just,
TNT crates.
Because it can get a bit more ominous from here, so that's cool.
Like cool.
Yeah. You move by one of the barrels of secret sauce, and just there's like a fume from it that makes your eyes water a little bit, and you're like, oh, is it kind of like it's like a chemically one? And then you take just a little dab of it and kind of run it under your nose. Like, this smells like spicy.
Eat it, eat it, eat it.
Agent Inc. puts it close to their mouth, then turns and rapid flicks it over into Agent Fuchsia's mouth.
Agent, okay.
I love the fact that was consensual and just no.
Takes it like a bitch.
I don't think this is a thing that you kind of roll for. I think it just happens to you. It's so hot.
I die.
It's so spicy. It is nuclear grade spicy. And that was just from a teeny tiny bit. I think
My God.
It was bad. I don't like
it kind of like the sheer intensity of it makes you kind of like go to the floor, beat your fist against the floor for a good 3 seconds, and then it clears. And then you manage to get back up again. It's like if a Mack truck of spice just hit you in the face and then kept driving.
Experience.
Seems like they're really packing heat down here. With that much Scoville energy, why, they could melt down any power plant in the world.
Yeah, there seems to be these big metal lab doors that kind of have a crisscross design at the end of this hallway, and the pipes seem to be running into it. Ooh. Yeah, do you want to
the pipes with your teeth boots?
Do you want to go? Do you want to go for that, Agent Fuchsia? Do you want to melt down the doors?
I would like to melt down the doors. Yes.
What approach do you want to take? Tell me a story. Give me this tale.
Make it fancy.
So, I think. Ooh, how do I make this fancy? Okay, right. I think there's got to be a backflip element to it. I think the idea is
place to start.
It backflips onto the ceiling where the pipe is and like straddles it, and has like I think maybe a final gadget would be his the only real practical thing he has for this mission is that his tie is like a laser garrote. Maybe. Is that fabulous? I can't make this fabulous really, can I? It's got...
Oh no, I think this is overly elaborate enough to be able to turn it into a fabulous roll.
Yeah, and just kind of like uses all his might to like pull the pipe down,
Break the pipe
like,
so it
kick
flips round. And...
Yeah, and like lasers it through, and as it kind of like
Okay.
starts to move.
Go give me a fabulous roll with the ability to re-roll one die because you're using a gadget.
So that's 5 dice, 1 reroll.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Oof.
you've got one success. You can re-roll one die. There we go, full success.
There you
So
go.
you the thing happens. You launch yourself up to the ceiling, and then you kind of go creak as you kind of pull you remove your tie, slide it over the rounds of the top, and just kind of pull it down. The entire thing flips round and just covers this like steel door in ultra hot sauce.
Yeah, I turn to Agent Ing and go, not everything can be fabulous. There has to be some room for practicality. And just kind of pulls his tie taut.
Mm-hmm. As the kind of like remaining drips of hot sauce gush off it, a liquid repellent as is the rest of your suit. And yeah, the smell of kind of like garlic and onion is unbearable as it eats away at the steel and claws this space into a hole. There's the sound of industry going on the other side, as you can see lots of people in lab coats running around, and a big kind of like observation deck / station. You can see it's actually above you. It seems you're in an underground enough base where there's a large space where you currently are. You can see this glass observation deck, maybe a floor, 2 floors above you, and there is an ominous looking gentleman like in a chair somewhere up there drinking something, but they're just looking through the glass at this kind of like operations floor.
I bet that door was unlocked as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, one last thing. I was burying the lead. It seems that there is some kind of large cannon that is... There's also that. There is just a large cannon that these lab assistants and military workers and forklift trucks are kind of loading large kind of like steel pill-shaped capsules into, but they're huge. Okay. They're like the size of
a fridge.
Yeah, fridge-sized capsules.
Agent Fuchsia immediately turns to Agent and goes, Metal Gear.
No, a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Yes.
A weapon to overspice Metal Gear. But yeah,
a weapon to season Metal Gear. Okay, yeah, I think Agent Ink is going to try to go sneaky beaky and pull. Of course, the way that this comes to mind is pulling a Sonic the Hedgehog Solid Snake and basically just trying to move as fast as possible, ducking behind, maybe ducking behind one of the ammunition rounds, ducking behind a couple pillars that the sauce is moving through, like ducking right out of range of one of the people hauling the stuff moving by. And you know what? We being fierce. They're going to try to kickflip using those teeth shoes to run up one of the poles of sauce. Going to leap up and then launch themselves into the observation window where the big bad presumably is overseeing things.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're gonna go for just gonna dash across the entire field. That's great. I'm into it. No. Let's stop that. Let's move to something else. Let's. What does this sound like?
Carry me.
Yeah, this is the kind of correct.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Cool. So we're going for a fierce roll here for sure.
Yes.
And you're using your teeth boots. Oh, which I didn't add to the list. I need to add that to the list. My bad.
Don't add them to the list. They need to
You
be
can't
separate
stop
from
them
record.
from being canon.
Mm-hmm. So we've got these climbing boots with teeth in soles. That's miserable. Oh my god. Yeah, cool. So yeah,
It's not.
It's a fierce roll. You get to re-roll one die because you're using a gadget. Is there anything else that we're working in here?
Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, so I think there is a... I'm actually going to retcon what I said a little bit, because instead of running up one of the poles, or one of the tubes of sauce, I think there is a... I can't think of what it's called, but like a... one of those... It's not quite an elevator, but kind of like a conveyor, a vertical conveyor that is carrying like big... Sure, a cherry picker that is taking like crates of the sauce or whatever down, and as they are running over to that, they wipe their glove on the control panel to edit the direction it's moving from down to up, so they can get the extra boost.
Sure. Okay, so we're using two gadgets. So it's 2 dice of the reroll. So, Ko, give me a fierce 4 roll.
And this also uses editing.
Ha!
Okay.
Okay.
So this is...
What a combo. Into it.
Yeah, bringing out the gamer moves. Okay, so that
it's 4d6 greater than 4 because it's inclusive.
Thank you for knowing things about your game. Unlike me, I don't like to do that.
You can re-roll.
Okay, so
you can re-roll one of those dice twice.
Well, no, this should be... Oh wait, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Is that... Okay.
Oh, this is a very short beat. Oh well. Oops, that's fine. Once more, you have two gadgets, so go swing for the fences.
Yeah,
hey, there we go.
Fences.
4 successes. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you just kind of like... Do you want to, with that level of success, do you want to take Agent Fuchsia with you?
Oh yeah, I'd absolutely like to take Agent Fuchsia with me, mostly because they beg to be carried. And
hold me like a baby.
I think...
I was going to think bridal carry, but like baby carry also works.
The same thing.
I think first it's bridal carry, and then Agent Ink.
Then he just gets in the fetal position around.
Agent Ink tosses you in the air right before the cool editing, hacking, and wall running thing catches you mid-flip and just kind of like lumps you over the shoulder, baby style, as they crash into the window. Yeah, there's absolutely like some slow-mo as the glass breaks and
just
the
leap up slow, and then just with a big kind of like a roundhouse kick, you use your spiked climbing boots to just shatter the glass as you break in through. And I'm gonna have to find some spooky music, I guess, because this is a boss or whatever. But yeah, you run into the guy. They're sitting cross-legged in this kind of tall backed leather chair. It is they seem to have been what they were drinking, because you could see that they were drinking something before, and it was a glass of milk.
Oh, I was going to say it was a radioactive juice, but milk's worse.
As there's a track called "A Singular Perversion." What?
Their weakness must be their failed veganism.
The fuck does this sound like? I have to know.
No, it's acid reflux.
This works. That's fine.
I have a hunch that they might be a bit of a wimp when it comes to spice.
Yeah, they drink this glass of milk and kind of like Symphony of the Night style, just dash it to the floor. And you notice they have an unusually long tongue as they wipe their milk moustache away. And they're like, so...
You have the tongue gadget too.
You've made your way here, have you? I recognize you. You're from the Agents of HUE, aren't you?
sorry, hot stuff, but your dangerous experiments end here.
Oh no, this is the new flavor of evil takeovers. I've defeated many like you before, crushed between my back teeth like an hors d'oeuvre.
Who are you?
I am the head chef, Ferdinand. And there's like a freeze frame as like bold text, head chef Ferdinand. This is the final course as like a subdeck underneath.
I kind of like slam a clip into the pepperoni gun. The label maker.
you just click your label maker.
Yeah, click my label maker and go. It's time to top you off. I don't know.
I'm glad you said off there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we're also going to top you, but still.
You've come to try and take me on, have you? Well, unfortunately, you're too late. Dessert is already here.
Ooh.
As we speak,
what's that?
we're loading the dessert. We're loading the sauce cannon. It's not really a dessert. It's filled with incredibly hot sauce. I don't think that qualifies as a dessert. We're loading the sauce cannon behind us. Soon, we will be the only fast food joint in the world. Nuclear spice warfare is upon us.
Solid logic, yes. We're here to take you down. So, I'm still unclear as to your motives, but nonetheless, you're in for a good thrashing.
Obviously, they're going for a restaurant monopoly, but by the power of my red-hot spicy
This
thighs...
one gets it.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Come on, get on the same page here.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine.
But it seems you're hungering for battle. How about a taste test? And, yeah, I don't know what fucking weapon they have.
I like the idea of the in-canon.
Oh, you cut out a little bit. Repeat that.
I like the idea of in-canon agents being like, what's going on?
What is any of this?
Where did you just take me?
But yeah, they pull out some kind of fucking weapon.
Spike tail.
Yeah, they do seem to have very, very lizard energy going on at the moment.
Oh, okay. Listen, judging from the off-stream conversation, I wasn't legitimately unsure if their insecurity was going to be the fact that they're scaly.
Ha! No, it's not
okay.
That. But they have a
seeing Paolo palpable fear.
I like the idea of it being like a big robo-tail, like like Scorpion in like the 2000 Spider-Man cartoon. For some reason, you didn't see that they had a big menacing like robo-tail before, but they sure as fuck do now. And it just starts firing like ridiculously dangerous hot sauce at all of you.
Oh god, I thought they were just happy to see me.
It's like a baster stinger, like.
Can I get that sound effect again?
Great! I hate it.
Oh, no! 2 was definitely enough.
Let's see if we can find something.
Oh no, coming at you thick and fast.
Oh, this is getting worse every single line.
So what are you going to do about the fact that this thing is going to be firing like nuclear hot sauce at you? Sure, this works.
Oh man. Let's see. Oh no. Yeah, Fuchsia's just gonna make that noise in order to like sonically diffuse it, I guess. Fuchsia, I need covering fire. Stat.
Yes. And I'm going to
I mean, I guess that counts as sexy teamwork because it's using your gadget to help. So
And
there is a way
we're
that
making
we
it
can,
sexy because Fuchsia, actually, Ink is no. Fuchsia's got to be the fabulous one. Fuchsia is like rolling across my back as I do so, as like Agent Ink is kind of bend. Yeah, go ahead.
Fuchsia. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Fuchsia
you're
kind of
good.
like rolls over your back, like you say, and as they're doing so, they take their glasses off and slip them onto your face, so you've got this added kind of perception bonus to it, but sexily.
Of course. What other kind of perception bonus is there?
perception bonus. Okay, cool. So we've got 2d6 rerolls in the fray. What are you going to do to take on Head Chef Ferdinand, Agent Ink?
Well, assuming that Fuchsia can nullify the barrage of nuclear hot sauce, oh man, gotta figure out their insecurity. Yeah, I think
I've given you clues.
I know you have. Mystery Boy. I think weird title.
I don't know. I definitely identify as a mystery boy occasionally.
Just waiting for someone to come along and solve you.
I think Agent Ink is actually.
Yes. Yeah, that thing.
We'll talk later, Nathan. Agent Ink is going to actually take some of the, as I'm picturing this, salami is slapping against the. I hated saying that. Salami slapping against
Let's
the
not
sauce.
dwell on it. Let's not dwell on it. Let's continue.
Is going to actually try to pluck some of them out of the air and like rocket,
Salami throwing stars.
Spicy salami slinging right at that serpentine sucker.
Okay, all right. Go give me a fabulous. Go give me a fierce roll, plus the ability to re-roll 2 dice.
Yeah, I am banking on them having the weakness of can't take the heat. Let's see. I think this is correct. Sad.
Oh, those re-rolls are going to be useful.
It's fine. I'm just going to succeed now. I didn't succeed now.
You catch one of these in your hand, and your hand starts smoking. As it starts to eat away at one of your pleather gloves. It seems that these things cannot be directly handled as you're going to have to retreat for now. Maybe you have to learn somewhere else, but on this particular battlefield, if you stay here, you're just going to be peppered full of holes.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Well, I definitely have a plan for what should come next, but by all means, please.
I'm going to. I guess. I'm gonna go for the. I'm gonna try and laser garrote the tail. I can't honestly think of anything particularly stylish other than that at the moment. It's late.
Oh no, it's cool. I need to find. Is there some way that we can involve individuality in this particular assault?
I think it's like maybe he doesn't die doing it, but it definitely stand. It's like go Agent Ink.
Oh,
like
there's a flashback to when you were gambling for the hat and the medallion, and as you gained them, you were like in your little added to inventory. It seems that they seem to confer some kind of mysterious boon.
Ooh.
Which I did mention at the time, and I have no idea how we can work it into this, but yes, there's some kind of weird energy emanating from both the gigantic hat and the gross medallion.
I think the medallion maybe he, unless it's something like pre-planned, I think maybe he grabs the medallion as it like and like clicks it into the Windsor knot of the laser pie.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And it like kind of starts like whirring with like this energy, and like the laser garrote starts glowing like a different color now. Like it's gone from like this bright red to this like what's a cheesy color? Like it's got, maybe it was glowing green before.
It's natural
Glowing,
orange
like,
now.
yellow.
It's natural
Yeah,
orange
it's
now.
like
There we go.
orange, natural orange, like, and that's like, yes, cheese energy,
Uh-huh.
the most powerful force in the universe.
I could work with this. So,
Yeah.
two things occur. One, it seems that the technology in this tie and the technology in the medallion have somehow interfaced, and you have upgraded your equipment, and that gadget is now a laser tie chainsaw. As the links in the medallion go round the edge of the tie, and then they kind of like turn into a chainsaw. Two, this is okay.
I think we get a brief cut in as soon as that transformation happens of Agent Ink's face, as they say, "That's dangerously cheesy." Please continue.
Also, this particular piece of apparel, a business tie with a medallion melded to it, is like any other piece of couture available on this earth. It is entirely unique. Your pride kicks in, and you gain an additional 1d6, so you can now roll fierce with 2d6 to cut off this tail.
Wow.
Nice.
Baller.
Oh, sorry, first roll there then, I suppose. I clicked it twice by accident. So that's 2 successes.
Oh, it's with a 2d6. You're rolling your fierce because you
Oh,
are...
sorry, fierce.
like-
Sorry,
yeah.
I apologize. 2 dice. No successes.
Re-roll one. You're using a gadget technically.
Yes, I am.
Ah, shit.
No successes. I'd like to, so, like, jumps in and the tail's just flying around like too fast for me to kind of like get it with his chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
And I wipe my forehead and say, "It ain't easy being cheesy."
Mm-hmm. I think this you basically get caught up in the tangle between trying to fight the tail head on with your like chainsaw tie. You basically kind of form like the cartoony dust cloud with fists and shit coming out, and then you roll dangerously close to the edge of this balcony above. Just suddenly, I think some techs were wheeling over a vat of the nuclear hot sauce. And there's now a vat of nuclear hot sauce below, and you are hanging perilously from the edge. Agent Ink, what do you do? They are in danger.
Okay, listen, Agent Fuchsia's great. You know, we all love him. He's a really good guy.
Mm-hmm.
But the important thing here is I have to. Where is the evildoer in relation to the ledge?
They're ensnared together, having been in toe to toe.
So can we say that the chainsaw tie has flown out across the floor?
Oh sure, it can fall out of your grip. That seems cool. Yeah.
I want to try to.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I want to try to pull a Mario 64 and grab the tail of the villain and swing them. So long, Bowser, and throw him into the pit, into the molten pit of cheese.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking A. Give me a flat fierce roll. Just one and done.
Oh, it will be done. And it will be dumb. Come on.
You can use the macro, it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's true, because I'm using the normal, Fair enough.
Yeah, you grab the tail, and oh shit. No, this is yeah, okay. Because we're also going to wrap this up because we're approaching time, so it's fine. I think this is a bittersweet end in that you're kind of like, I can do it. And you rush in and grab the tail, and head chef Ferdinand is like, if you're going to take me down, then I'll take all of you with me. And they basically just kind of like Christ air off the back of the back of the barrier and take both of you down with. And there's this moment where all three of you are plummeting in slow motion off the back of it. And yeah, you're kind of like approaching close. It almost hits into slow motion as the two of you stare into each other's eyes. And what's the kind of message that you pass between each other in your final moments?
At least Brendan Fraser's safe.
Fuchsia, you might have been a little bitch, but you were my bitch.
And you
True,
both kind of
true.
like close your eyes as you wait for the impact to approach, and then suddenly there's just this sound of galloping hooves in the background and a whooshing sound as you don't impact smoking hot nuclear hot sauce, but instead the firm rump of your like faithful friend and riding partner Brendan Fraser is a sentence I never thought I would say.
God bless Brendan Fraser's firm rump.
Brendan, oh, you saved us again. Just like Budapest.
There's like another flashback to Budapest as you were calzoned in the chest and you fell off the side of the building, and Brendan Fraser similarly was like speeding along the side of the building, like running along the building wall, and caught you in midair in their teeth as they rocketed away.
Honestly, he's our best agent. I don't know why they didn't just send him.
And they land and kind of pose, and there's another freeze frame. Brendan Fraser, aka Agent Palomino.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
And you look back, and there's a it burns, it burns. There's a hand reaching up outside of the nuclear hot sauce as it tears away at their flesh and slowly descends into the goo.
I'm picturing them pulling like a crocomire, and then like after a brief moment where like everyone takes a breath, they re-emerge as a skeleton and go ah, and then they just collapse because they're a bunch of bones.
Brendan Fraser looks at both of you, not speaking because horses can't speak, but you do again telepathically connect. Our work is done. We must disable the cannon and make haste into the sunrise. And then you do so.
I think he just kicks the cannon and it falls out.
Yeah. You just
The
kick it
horse
once
is
and it
dead.
just crumbles. It just falls to fucking bits because it was built like shit.
I know, because Brendan Fraser's ripped to fuck.
Also, yeah. This horse has abs.
They got
doing
legs.
crunches. True. Oh my god. And before long, the scene changes, and once again, we see ourselves on the beach, the island
Such a total shift.
of Ruben. Nathan, horses can't speak blades. Yeah, roughly. What's BoJack Horseman? I don't know her.
Nathan solved my puzzle blades.
But yes, you are all once again on the beach. It is now sunrise. You've had the opportunity to change out of your thoroughly ruined spy outfits into something else.
I think Agent Ink actually didn't, but they just kind of rolled it back up so they're in a mildly shredded bikini.
Yeah, I think Agent Fuchsia is actually in a speedo. They're embracing the mess, a bit more confident after facing their fears.
And Agent Pearl is once again on the beach. This time they have a Long Island iced tea. Thank
Extra
you,
long.
brave secretarial agents. You've fought the sheer evil depths of the fast food industry. You've braved such disturbing sights. And now, you will be rewarded. And that you can hear not just one, but several galloping hooves on sand
What does that sound like?
I don't know. It sounds like galloping, but also sand footfalls. I have Foley work on this podcast. Fuck you.
I can hear it really clearly. I don't know why you.
It's like galloping, but also
Something's
sand
wrong with
footstep
you.
noises. It's a thing. But yeah, you turn around and see all the other members of the Agents of HUE, like, riding onto the beach area, and it's like, because you've all worked so well, not only in your secretarial duties, but as backup agents, we've decided to reward you with a pizza party.
I'm.
There's just the face of Agent Fuchsia just going like, as it just kind of like irises out on Agent Fuchsia's face. Is like, nope, absolutely not. And that is the end of this session of Agents of HUE.
I think we get one post-credits scene as...
Oh yes, as the credits roll to this music, we get post-credit scenes for the two of you. So yes.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give the first part. It's just like camera kind of like slow fades in from darkness onto a nice like well lit and comfortable seeming room as friendly Brazier is like sitting there still jamming to lo-fi hip-hop anime beats to study to, and there's just like not noticing on like the back of they've taken off the helmet, which of course has like a VR heads-up display, which is like 99 messages, where are you?
Yeah.
Agent Fuchsia, what's your post-credit scene?
I think my post-credit scene is him like going back to filing and like sitting down chatting, going, and then starting to go through the files on the desk to organize, and then coming over something that's like labeled project Brendan Fraser. Ooh, reading it at the file, like, what is this magic horse?
Nice. Actually, yeah. In the final post-credit scene, like mid-era MCU,
Brendan Fraser comes up from behind and breaks Agent Fuchsia's neck.
Well, there's like we get the scene of, hang on, let's change music for this because it's a thing.
It's a thing.
We get like there's some docks at night, and we see like a whole bunch of like balaclava, turtlenecked kind of like thugs loading some weapons onto a boat, being like, they'll never find us here. We'll get away with this, and we'll be in international waters by sunrise. And they hear like galloping in the background, like, fuck's that noise. And then suddenly, with like a rider flying kick, a hoof just comes into frame and just slams this dude across the face, and they go skittering. Another one is all kind of and gets like a machine gun out, and then suddenly gunfire from off screen comes and just peppers them in the chest as they fall over. And then you see it cuts over to Brendan Fraser, the horse, as they flick their hair, and then mid hair flick there's a freeze frame. It's like, Brendan Fraser will return in Die Another Hay, and then that's just the end. That's just it.
That's amazing.
That's it, lads. This was a fucking travesty. Thank you for being here.
I apologize.
Oh, it was beautiful. You're all terrible, and I love it. Thank you. And thank you so much for everybody who's tuned in and watched this. This is so absurd. This game is very, very silly, and you can play it yourself. In fact, you can play it by going to sixofspades.itch.io, and you can go and download the game and play it with your friends. You know, play games where you flirt with your friends. That's a sensible thing that you can do. Hey, you posted it in chat. I'm also going to post it on the stream so people can see it. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you'll play it more coherently than we do.
And happy birthday to Nathan.
That's the most important thing. I'm old now.
That's true. Congratulations on being old, and here's to many more years of gay shenanigans.
Yeah!
Withering away into the RPG verse.
Age a million years. So, with me on this absolute clusterfuck has been Paolo.
Hey.
Paolo, is there anything that you'd like to shout out? Or are you just vibing?
Yeah, I established a presence for my events brand Order. We organise RPGs in community spaces in Manchester and the United Kingdom. We ensure that there's a diverse and safe space for beginners and veterans to enjoy RPGs in. You can find us on Facebook at Adventures to Order. There's nothing on that page yet, but there will be soon. And at adventuretoorder@gmail.com.
Yeah! Will, who the fuck are you? What'd you do?
Give me one moment.
Oh,
Mysterious boy.
this is when they return with a costume on.
Ha!
Sorry, what timing? Yeah, you can find me on patreon.com/willyule or on Twitter at Raffi the Owl, as you probably just saw pop up on the stream. But yeah, if you like tabletop games about fun and strange things as have been played today, then you can find many more, and some of which have even been played on this channel before. Ooh.
Yes, indeed. I think one of the things that I want to do across this year is play more one-page RPGs and similar light one RPGs, and I'm currently taking suggestions of things to include. So, if there's a one-page RPG you'd really like us to play on stream, you can go at me at Phantom Arts Ent. Yeah. And then go and DM me. That's not the name, because I typoed Phantom Arts plural. There we go. You can tell this was
Phantom
rehearsed.
Art-Ent.
Phantom Arts Ent. Phantom Arts Entertainment. It's what we are and what we do. We play tabletop RPGs and video game streams and discuss how left of center they are or aren't. But yes, please do suggest the one-page RPGs to us, and we can feature them on the stream. And if you're listening to this and we are mutuals, and I would love to have you on the show at some point, let me know, and we can go and make that happen. But for now, I'm gonna go the fuck to bed. So we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.